my goodness. Woo! Hello everybody. So, today I'm going to talk about Cannoneer's 5th job skills. Cannon of Mass Destruction. And the nuclear option, you know, the other option when nothing else works out. Yeah. Well, anyway, Cannon of Mass Destruction is the first 5th job skill that you get when you first get 5th job. And it is... I was gonna save it for this, but it is explosive. It is wonderful. Like, do you like Mario? Do you like Mario Brothers? You know, copyright, whatever. Like, just look at it. It's beautiful. And I know what you're gonna say. It's moving too slow. Like, why is it... It has all that rocket power, like, in the back. Rocket power, remember that show? Anyway. You know, it's got... It's fine the way it is. I like that it moves slowly because it'll hit enemies more if it's moving slowly. Anyway, let me go ahead and go over what it does. So, every 25 seconds, you're able to fire 1 rocket. You can hold up to 3 of them, but the thing is that if I fire it, you'll see down here that I have 2 left. It has like a little number 2. I have 2 left, and for 25 seconds, or over 25 seconds, it'll give me a 3rd one. So you can see like a tiny little like gray thing going down. That's the timer. So when it goes all the way down, that means I get another one. Anyway, so it'll do 4 hits on what was it, 15 enemies? Yeah, 15 enemies, and the cooldown is 3 seconds. So you can actually have all 3 of them out, but it is great for damage. Like, it's so good. Keep in mind, it works with Buckshot, which increases how many lines you do by 3 times. It says +3, but believe me, it's 3 times. So instead of only hitting 4 times, it's 12 times. And when you see... Okay. When you see this skill, you're going to want to make a Cannoneer. Anyway. So then we have the nuclear option, which has a lot of words there, but it's not... I'm going to try to make it short. So basically, you can aim the skill up to 5 seconds, and you can aim it up and down, and when you let go, you'll fire the missile. It'll hit the first platform that it goes through, or so it says. I actually haven't tried it from down here, but I assume if I fire up, because it does go in at an arc. So what it should do, if it didn't do the whole platform thing, is that it would go up, and then come down like that. But because this platform is here, it should explode on this platform. By the way, the missile that fires out does not do any damage. Here, let's see. Nope, it just went through it. So, the missile itself doesn't do any damage at all. It's when it hits something, when it hits the ground, I mean, is when it does damage. And it does a lot of damage. So, the explosion itself does quite a bit of damage. Hits 5 times, of course that means it hits 15 times because of, Buckshot. And then after that it leaves like fire on the floor, and the fire itself does, let me see, yeah, it does a lot less damage, but I guess it's more over time, I assume. So another thing I should mention is that while you're aiming, you have knockback resistance, so you can't be knocked back while holding it. And if you don't fire within 5 seconds, the skill goes away, gets off, or it goes on cooldown, so just make sure you fire it once you use it. You can aim if you want, but another thing, when you're aiming, it gives you invincibility frames. You can actually see them up here as a buff. It lasts for like a split second, and you get 2 of them. One is when you first take out the giant cannon, and the second time is when you fire. So keep an eye up here for the invincibility buff. So there's 1, and there's 2. So there you go. And now I'm going to go ahead and use it on some enemies. So let's see how this goes. Oh boy. I'm excited. Oh my god. It's hitting so many times I'm lagging. Oh, this is so good for mobbing though. It's so good for you could just control a map with this. Oh, it's lovely. Alright, so aside from that, let's also use this skill. Ooh. Okay, so yes, it does do damage over time. Well, not really damage over time, but you know what I mean. It does like continuous damage. That is actually really nice. So let's go ahead and take out this guy. Goodness! Can you... Like, I need to go bossing with this. Like, I've already shown it in modding situations. I need to go fight Von Leon with this. That's insane. Goodness! So powerful. I'm gonna die. Okay, let's go to Von Leon. So there's actually something that I noticed while doing Dojo, which is that if you just tap the nuclear option, you don't actually get the missile to come out, but you still get the invincibility frames from when you first take out the thing. So I guess that's kind of like a, hey, I don't want to fire the missile, but I want to get the invincibility frames real quick. I'm not, like... In other words, just hold it down for like maybe a second or half a second before letting go, because then you'll get the missile and the invincibility frames. Another thing about the missiles is that when you fire them, you can actually... The cooldown doesn't reset. So you don't have to worry about like, oh, should I use the other missile now? Because, you know, like, ooh, I'm... How do I even put it? Like, don't just hold on to them. Because the timer doesn't get reset. It's fine. Just fire them if you're at a boss like that, and you know that you're going to use all three. Just fire them. Because let's say... Okay, so it's 25 seconds to get another bullet, right? If you use... Okay, so I have... Okay, how do I even want to put this? You have 3 bullets. You fire 1. 20 seconds later, you fire the second one. 5 seconds later, you're going to get that previous bullet so that you have 2 again, is what I'm trying to say. So, because what I thought was, if you wait 20 seconds and then use the second bullet, it resets the cooldown, and then you have to wait for both of those bullets to go on a 25-second cooldown again. Not the case. So I'm really glad that that's not the case. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Hope to see you in the next one. Ooh. That does look really cool, though. Anyway, goodbye!